All right, so now we may be undecided on what to do with our money, but one thing we know for sure is to whip up a cup for an afternoon treat with this next recipe. Check this out.
There is a classic mayonnaise that brings out the traditional French in 3 levels of tanginess. The mild classic, the medium classic, the strong classic. Tangy the way you love it.
Made with love by Clover.
Ooh, it is time to get back into the kitchen. Like I said, we don't need money for this. It is the perfect time to get over that midweek slump with a sweet treat. Now, our Creamel honey and nut cake is a great treat to go with that tea time cup, to stir up and cheer up with a Creamel for when you need it, because not only is Creamel the only creamer with real milk powder for a creamier taste, it's also so versatile to use in various dishes, as we are about to show you right now with this amazing cake. And Mr. Nature Boy is going to be baking the cake.
Yes, of course we are. We've got some awesome ingredients here, so I'm going to take you through it. It's not too complicated. I just hope I can remember all the ingredients. But, of course, our hero ingredient, Creamel, is going to make a big part of this. So, starting off with the dry stuff first. We're mixing all the dry ingredients. We've got flour, baking powder, some salt and sugar. So I'll just add all of this in. But, of course, on top of this, just to get that extra goodness, we're going to add 2 cups of the Creamel. So if you can open that up for me.
Certainly can do so.
And pop it into the dry ingredient mix right now. Thank you very much. Let me just pop that in there.
And again, I like the versatility. I remember a couple of weeks ago we were making sausage rolls with the Creamel.
Yes.
You can make lasagna sheets with it. You can do everything. So it's more than just a coffee and tea creamer. Again, it can also be used in baking and cooking to bring out the rich and also the creamy taste of many dishes. Simply just mix the Clover Creamel with a dash of water to add that creamy texture to your dishes. Or if you want to, you can add it to your cake batter for a bit of moist crumbs. But again, it's such a versatile ingredient to have. I'm going to pop this back in here.
It really is. One thing for me that I've been very impressed by is how many different recipes you can add Creamel to and what it actually does to it as well. And this is definitely one of them. So I've mixed all my dry ingredients in here. Of course, the Creamel has also been added to this, so we know it's going to come alive. But now we're going to add the wet ingredients. So the thing that I like to do is almost like create a little bit of a, I think you call it a wall. It's almost like making cement, right? So you just separate the center there just so that we can get all the wet ingredients to get involved.
You have come a long way. Nature Boy.
It's Chef Clem. I'm telling you, Chef Clem.
Really?
I just absorb everything about
These
him.
culinary hotline
He's been
sessions have been helping you. I remember the days when you couldn't even make a pancake. Look at you.
I couldn't make an egg.
Baking an entire cake for me and the rest of Mzansi. We're so proud of you, Mr. Nature Boy. So create your well.
So I made my well. I've just added some plain yogurt to this to start off with. Then we've got 2 eggs going into the mix. As mentioned, we've got honey in this. We've got honey going into this one as well. So I've got about just shy of a cup of honey. Oh, look at that good stuff going in there.
Beautiful.
We've got some vanilla essence as well. And then a little bit of oil just to make it all bind together.
Okay, so I like the fact that you set aside your dry ingredients first. That's easy enough. And then start putting
and then we start putting the wet ingredients in after that. Now, once again, we start working out in the kitchen. Do a little bit of a shimmy.
Why must the hips also shake at the same time?
We're moving, we're shaking. This is how we earn these beautiful cakes, of course. Now, this is where the hard stuff comes in because you really want to mix this up. And maybe while I'm busy with this, Jamie, you can start working on that final recipe ingredient. And that's going to be that icing sugar on top of it all.
Exactly. So this is going to be the glaze, that beautiful glaze over the cake. So we have some icing sugar here. We have about 2 tablespoons of milk. And then we're going to go back into our Creamel box because we again want more flavor, more of that creamy texture for our glaze. And you're just going to pop that into your glaze. How are you doing there, Mr. Nature Boy?
I'm doing good. Oh, I did so good that I actually broke that.
Wow.
I got too excited.
I was hyping you up too early, just when I said you were...
You spoke too soon. Don't worry, don't worry. This is like a culinary tip right here. You don't need
What is the tip? What?
You can just get a handle on your own life and just whisk away. Simple as that.
That's exactly how the recipe goes. You just break the handle. It's part of it. This is part of the creative process.
Yes.
If you didn't know, this is how you have to do it. This is how you have to bake the cake. You have to break the handle and then just do what Nature Boy did.
You're breaking new ground in the kitchen here. Okay. So I'm done with combining the wet and the dry ingredients. Now I've got myself a greased, and I keep thinking this is just like your average baking tray, but it's not.
Why is it not?
It's a bread tin, I think. I think that's what it's called. What is it? What is it? Is it a loaf? It's something. I don't know what it is. But whatever this is, I'm going to call it a baking tray.
We're going to go with
For
it.
bread, what you're going to do is add your wet mix into this right now, okay? So check this out. Look at that consistency as well. Oh, yes. Very, very nice.
And how long would you pop this into the oven for?
So this
Mr.
will
Naked
go
Boy?
into the oven for 30 to 40 minutes at I think 180 degrees Celsius. Right, so once we've got it all in there, make sure that you offer up the rest of the bowl to one of the kids because they're going to absolutely love this.
Because we're encouraging messy play,
Yeah.
creative play.
Simple as that. You pop this in.
But wait. I'm
What are
just
you
asking
waiting
for
for?
a friend.
Oh, yes. One more ingredient, of course, because it's not just honey. We've got
See,
some
that's why
nuts
you
to
need
this
me.
as well.
That's why you need
That's
me.
why
That's
I
why you
need
need
I
me.
haven't passed culinary school just yet. Last but not least, you can add this to your mixture as well. So any nuts of your choice. Walnuts are our preferred one, but you can use whatever you have in your pantry or it doesn't matter where. Now, you can pop it in the
Now
oven
you can
180
pop
for
it in.
safety, and then you simply put on your icing right to the end, and then voila.
Don't you ever call it icing, it's a glaze. I made a glaze. Okay, listen, we want to hear from you. Tell us on the socials how you use Creamel to stir up and cheer up. And we would possibly be sending you a hamper so you can stir up and cheer up even more. But of course, if you missed out on all these steps, I know you're making yourself a young cuppa over there because you deserved it
And how
after
cool is
making
this,
this
just
beautiful
by
cake.
the way, adding
Pop
my
it in there.
creamer to this as well. The Creamel just goes in
Oh, look.
perfectly with the tea. No milk needed.
Bring it here, bring it
Yeah,
here.
you want this?
Here is
My
a
dirty
quick
hands and all?
recap just for you. Thank you so much, sir.
Made with love by Clover.